Hello. So, what I want to talk to you about today in our series on change is the key ingredient that you absolutely 100% have to have to make any kind of big change that is going to impact students in a significant way. And that is commitment. And that's the thing that we don't often have enough of when we're working on something. And you can say, well, is that what you're saying, Kathy, that people don't care? Absolutely not. People do care. But what's going to happen is when you get in the thick of making changes, things are going to get tough. You're going to have other priorities that are calling your attention. Everyone else is too that's working on this. You're going to have additional challenges that you're trying to deal with that you didn't expect. And it gets easy to get sidetracked, and it gets easy to say like, well, you know what, maybe we'll just need to wait another semester. Maybe we just need to do, maybe this isn't the right time. It gets very easy to do that. So, and it's understandable. Again, it's just you've got a lot of competing priorities that are competing for your time and your resources and your energy, which I understand. But the thing you need to keep in mind is the idea of having your why so that you can keep your commitment. Anybody that knows how I work on any kind of redesign knows I'm a dog with a bone. I just like, it's like I am not going to be stopped. If we have something we're trying to get to, we're going to get there. But I want you to understand why that is. For the longest time, my why was, I remember so vividly, I can see it in my mind right now, when I was sitting in my office, for those of you at Rock Valley, in the old CL2 building, and across the hall from me was two beginning algebra classes. It was 2 p.m. They met 5 days a week. And in one of them, the pass rates were probably going to be around 70 to 80%. The other one, it was going to be around 30%. And the students that signed up for that did not know that, but I did. And I'm like, that's just not right. Because it's not like either teacher was trying to do, something totally wrong or bad or like forget something. They weren't. We didn't have enough communication. We had people who didn't know what they could cut, what they could keep. We had too much content in the classes. We had too many students in the classes. And so we had one teacher who knew how to work around those things and the other teacher who didn't. Through no fault of that person, their own, the pass rates were dramatically different. And I just felt like that's not right. And it's also fixable. So we need to fix it. The why that I have now is similar, but just on a much, much greater scale. The longer I've been on the classroom and just worked in administrative and state level work, policy work, and then also running my own business, I've had so many situations where I've seen people they absolutely have something to contribute to this world and they want to make a good living for themselves and have a good life. And something will stop them. And sometimes it is an antiquated requirement. And if it's something like, because you can't factor a trinomial, you're not going to be able to have the quality of life you want. I can't live with that. I'm thinking, because there are people that are going to be great nurses and accountants and all kinds of things, insurance agents, whatever. They're going to be incredible and they're going to contribute to our society. But there's people that get stopped every day from doing that because of sometimes we have policies and structures that don't allow them to succeed. And sometimes we, as a teacher, I know this, students aren't always working their hardest and whatnot, but I'm talking about the students that are, the students that really are committed and they still, because of no fault of their own, there are things in place that are stopping them. That's my why. So think about that whatever your why is, that's the kind of thing that you need to have in your mind that will keep you going forward no matter what. Hope you have a wonderful day.